Come here, you.
My own Hollyfrost farm outside. My daughter, she was murdered a few months ago. Left her laying on the ground in a pool of her own blood. They were after her valuables. She always wore far too much jewelry in public. Then I told her it'd be the death of her. I never thought.
Wasn't any of us.
No need to explain. I'm well aware of your guild's methods. Took me weeks, but I finally tracked down to kill her. A bloody Altmer at that. Can you imagine?
And what happened to him?
Let's just say I'm a firm believer in an eye for an eye and leave it at that. He fancied himself a thief in some sort of new guild forming around here. Gave me some valuable information before, well, you know.
And what exactly do you want me to do then?
Well, like I told Delvin, I think we can help each other. You recover what I'm looking for, and take out a rival guild in the process.
I don't see any problems there.
Exactly. One of the pieces stolen from her was a silver locket. A Cruel Sea family heirloom. I want it back. The only name I have is Naranja. Has a house right here in Windhelm. That's where you should begin looking. Should have been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you've got the layout there. Today we are going after one of the special guild quests in Skyrim on the PS4 with mods. Got to pump that. Called the Summerset Shadows. And I may have misspelled that in the title. No, I did. I didn't. They are Summerset Scum. A new band of thieves has moved into Skyrim, and their practices are much more bloody and violent than ours are, so of course they have to be removed. Now, to get one of the special quest lines from the guild, you have to do 5 Radiant quests in one of 4 particular cities. That being Windhelm, Markarth, Whiterun, and Solitude. You do any 5 jobs in those cities, you get a special quest.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
Now, every quest that you do gets you an improvement to the guild hall, and also makes the place look a little less
Yes.
Hello, Naraya.
Help you with something?
Let's talk.
Fiotley. Fiotley. Where have I heard that name? Oh, of course, the poor girl who was murdered. Such a beautiful young thing. A tragedy, to be certain.
Drop the act, we know you're involved.
How dare you? You're accusing me of taking part in such a heinous act? I should have you arrested for even suggesting such a thing.
You might be a decent thief, but you're an awful actor.
I'm afraid I have absolutely no idea what you're speaking of.
Alright, fine. Let's just intimidate her.
Now, just a moment. Let's think about this. You know, discuss it like 2 rational people.
I'm listening.
Look, I had no choice. They're crazy. I could be killed.
And who's crazy?
It's a guild of Altmer thieves. They call themselves the Summerset Shadows. Their leader, Linway, he's the worst of the lot. He steals valuables from the dead.
I have looted quite a few of the ruins in Skyrim so far, including stealing things from the Hall of the Dead. I can't really point fingers for that. You mean he murders his marks?
No. Linway prefers stealing from the deceased. Digs up the corpses, breaks into the Hall of the Dead. He even stole that locket right off that poor murdered girl's body. Or what was left of it.
And how'd you get involved?
I used to fence for the Thieves Guild in Skyrim a long time ago. When Linway moved into the area, he contacted me and said if I didn't fence for them, he'd kill me.
And where can we find him?
You need to promise not to kill me. I'd prove to be quite an asset to the Thieves Guild, and one of the best fences in Skyrim.
Well, Dark Brotherhood's gone, and we're not killers,
Linway
so...
is holed up in a place called Uttering Hills Cave. He's got his entire guild there, so be careful. After you're done with all this, come back anytime and I'll make good on my end of the bargain.
Yeah. Alright, so
I'm sorry I misled you.
when I said last episode that the Thieves Guild is my favorite quest,
I've already told you everything I know, I swear.
there was a good reason for it. One, because of these little radiant quests that you can do that improve the standing of the Thieves Guild in Skyrim. Gives you contact throughout major cities. It improves the actual living conditions of the guild, amongst other things. That's really, really good. None of the other guilds have that. The other thing I like about it is that it can happen organically. As you're going through the main quest for the Thieves Guild, if you do a little bit of save scumming like I do, you can make sure that you get the right jobs in the right cities, and it explains why, at the end of it, yes, you become the guild master. Hey, spoiler alert for those of you who have never played this freaking, like, 12-year-old game at this point. But unlike, you know, the mage's college where it's like, hey, the guild master's dead, but you can, you know, shoot sparks out of your asshole. Why don't you be the new guild master? Or, you know, the companions, the harbinger's dead. Okay, you're a werewolf. You can be the harbinger now. We don't really care. Oh. Is there somebody there? You know, I had the wrong shout on. Why isn't Aura Whisperer favorited? Shame on me. Where's my bow? There we go. We're going to try to get ourselves a little bit of bow skill. It will be useful for the next DLC we do. Oh. There you are. Oh, stop it already. Jesus. Let's get some of our health back here. Thank you. Where's the other guy? He's way over there. Okay. Also, I've been doing some alchemy, so it might not be a bad idea to start gathering some more ingredients as we come across them. Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm interested in where that other thief is over here. See if we can't get all of them. Missed.
Now you're mine.
Hard to see in the dark. There we go. Dinner is served. And a Nordic sword. Oh, that's new. I'll definitely take that for the collection. Now, obviously, our archery skills aren't up to one-shotting anybody yet, but we'll get there soon enough. Stamina poison. I think we might be able to make some use out of that. Now, while this is my favorite of the 4 side quests you can get, it's also the one that tends to be the most buggy. Which is kind of friggin' annoying, but Yeah, it is a Bethesda game. Okay, I know I hit that guy.
Die, damn you!
Would you stop that? Alright, fine. Where is my glass sword? You're getting in a frickin'... You're getting in a gem. Oh, no soul gem large enough. That's unfortunate. Yes, I had that one dead to rights. For all intents and purposes, I should be able to kill him without him noticing me. I'll admit I'm a little irritated that that's not the case. Sorry, I haven't actually been coughing at all today. Probably because I haven't been speaking at all today. And as soon as I start recording, it's like, oh look, by the way, yeah, you need to start coughing again because that's a thing.
Is someone there? Found you.
And goodbye. None of these guys use bows, as far as I'm aware. And they don't really have that great equipment either. But they are vicious little bastards. Which means we do have to be a wee bit careful. I got 2 arrows left. Let's see if I can get a headshot on this guy.
What was that?
Oh, come on. How does that not hit? I swear, this game sometimes just drives me nuts. Well, if we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, we might as well do it the old-fashioned way. How did the other guy get to? I don't see him. There he is. I don't think we really need to worry about eating these guys. It's not too bad. Definitely take that to sell. I don't care about that at all. Let's see, some conundrum ore, which we're not bothering with. For life of me, I can't remember what it's used for. Banded iron armor, I think. Yeah, let's pretend for a second that I am just 100%, 110% done with you guys. I tried doing it all sneaky and clever, but for some odd reason, the hit detection just would not let me. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you say something there? Oh, there's an archer in here. And there's Linway. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you sure about that? Come on, down you go. God, these guys are stubborn. Have a little more fire there, Scarecrow. How about that? There we go. You all get to die now. Fantastic. For the tiny bit of loot that you guys have, although I do get a set of armor out of you. And we'll take the locket. Now we do get a unique set of armor and that. So that's not a total loss. My wife just left a comment saying that I consider these guys stubborn. Apparently they're just like I am. And she's not incorrect, although I would never, ever let her know that. Now, there is one last thing to do. And this is a bit of an optional thing. far as I'm aware, you don't actually have to do it. And I think they have a little treasury area somewhere in here as well. That's life. I can't remember where. Okay, that's all done. There we go. Heal other spell. I should probably pick that up at some point, and we can sell that. Okay, any interesting books? Mace Etiquette. I think we've already got that one. And nothing about you here. So yeah, it's an optional thing that doesn't reflect on the rewards at all, but you can go through and burn every example of the Summerset Island flags or banners that they have up in the little keep that they've got. Doesn't change anything, but I find it to be soothing. I think there's another banner in here as well, isn't there? Or is that all I needed? You know, it's funny it's not listed as an optional objective, because I remember at one point that it was. Like, burning their banner was part of the deal. To show that these not only were these thieves killed, but they were not welcome for anyone that might find them. No one would get the idea of saying, hey, the Summerset Shadows, I wonder who those guys were. But, maybe I was wrong. I don't see any other banners in here, so... Yeah, these are fairly simple little side missions that... You do some good. We've avenged a life taken unjustly. We've knocked out some of the competition. We've secured a fence in Windrun. Or Windhelm, I should say. I always screw that up. And... thanks to our flexing of the muscle and showing the Skyrim that yes, the Thieves Guild is capable of standing up for itself once again, we get people that are interested in joining the guild and making a little bit of money, which is great for everybody. So pretty much the antithesis, or the pretty much the trademark of a win-win. As my phone falls over for some odd reason. So yeah, the whole thing with the bow was kind of a dumb idea, but it was worth a shot. Even if it didn't wholly pan out. Of course, having more arrows would probably help, but one thing that Bethesda games have never been good at is hit detection. Nothing quite like being in a Fallout game or an Elder Scrolls game, especially in Fallout games, because in Fallout games, if you're using a rifle with a scope, and you got the crosshairs just dead center on the back of somebody's dome, and you pull the trigger, they're like, what was that? Fix your shit, Bethesda. You know, because it turns out that if I'd actually, you know, aimed like 3 feet off his shoulder, I would have wound up opening his head up like a cantaloupe.
Spare a coin for a poor
Nope.
old woman.
No, we are not feeling charitable today. We are thieves. We're about making money, not giving it away. And there he is.
The cruel seas have been sailors.
Here's the locket.
To see this locket. To be reminded of Fiotli once more, but I'm glad it's back where it belongs. Tell Delvin that if he still desires to have my support for the Thieves Guild in Windhelm, he's got it.
There we go.
I've been an adventurer like you instead of a farmer.
No, you're better off being a farmer. I've been killed by so many dragons. Alright, so just pop on back over here to the Thieves Guild real quick. Now, I do have a job lined up for Markarth that I will set up off screen. So idea is that we'll do a side job, we'll do a part of the main quest. We'll do a side job, we'll do a part of the main quest, and we'll just kind of flow through that organically until we reach the end of the Thieves Guild quest line. At least that is the plan. How well that's going to work out in practice is open to interpretation. It's like me making more, ranged videos where I've said, oh yeah, I've totally got plans to do more gun-related videos, which I do. I've just had absolutely zero chance to get out to the range for one reason or another, and it's pissing me off.
My brother.
See you again, friend.
Even my fellow FUDs are like, hey, we haven't seen you at the range lately, man. What's going on? I've been busy. And if you don't know what a FUD is when it comes to gun culture, go look it up. It's kind of funny. Delvin.
Ah, your Chalster's daughter was avenged, and the heirloom was returned. At this very moment, he's laying the groundwork for the guild to re-establish itself in Windhelm. Burning that banner was a nice touch too.
Oh, there we go.
Should send a clear message to the Summerset shadows that we're a force to be reckoned with. I think you'll find that the guild is beginning to grow. We've had a merchant move into the space right outside the flagon. It's nice to shake off the cobwebs and get things rolling again. Keep this up, and I can see a bounty headed our way. No killing or no pay.
Alright, so, and like I said, this is the cool thing is that, hey, that table looks a little bit nicer now. But we are actually, just, instead of just being the guy that does the scut work that any of the others could do, we are actually making things better simply by our very presence.
I've got all sorts of
Sindus!
Take a look.
He has arrows. At least damn well better have arrows. Speaking of which, now he does have the 10,000 gold that my mod should provide. So you have that. You have the extra bow. You have that. I think I'm going to keep this Nordic sword. It looks pretty. And I am a big fan of pretty weapons. What kind of arrows do you have? Yeah, I guess we'll grab those. Get rid of our iron arrows. They're kind of pointless. And a bunch of other stuff that we just can't be asked to care about, but still. I don't really need this either. And I suppose we should take the time to go over this armor now. So, 15% more damage with bows, 15% one-handed attack damage, 15% better sneaking, and 15% better stamina. Which is funny because if you're going a combat rogue, like say you're doing part of the main storyline that involves you doing combat, this armor is actually better than this armor. This is carry capacity, pickpocketing, lockpicking, and prices. So, something to keep in mind. Now, oh, shnikes, I didn't mean to sell that to him. Son of a bitch. Here. Yeah, I'll lose some money here. I don't really care. Give that back. That's what I get for not paying attention. Alright, so let's try that again. One problem that this armor had before, and I don't know if it's been patched or not. You can see my arms there. Let's see if we put on a sword. Yeah, see his arms vanish when he swings. You can see his gauntlets, but that's about it. Yeah, same there. And does it work with the bow as well? Yep. Okay, so that has not been fixed. That probably will never be fixed. Alright, so... God, I can't stop coughing. It's so annoying. And yeah, don't say drink more water because I got a big old gallon of water right next to me. I keep taking hits off of. I have no idea why I came this way. That was dumb.
Huh?
Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting you guys.
You're...
Alright. Punch you to death. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What did I possibly do to deserve this?
Where are you?
Well, I'm not exactly like I'm being sneaky. So,
a challenge.
why are you attacking me? Seriously.
Scratch.
I'm really confused about why you're doing this, pal.
Carve you into pieces.
Alright, was it good for you like it was good for me? Barkeeper shoes. I guess it was alright for me. This random freaking homeless dude's like, hey, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go jack off one of the Thieves Guild guys. That's a sound plan. Sorry, I went down there too.
What was that?
Wow, there's a whole bunch of you. Oh, a lowlife. Aren't you just living La Vida Loca here? Alright, burn.
No more. I yield. I yield.
Yeah, well, it's a fire side. Fire didn't like you. Sorry, couldn't be helped. So these are the idiots that are moving into my sewers, huh? I'm honestly a little bit disappointed. Now, remember the stuff. How the hell do we get out of here? I don't remember. And there's no way that that light is providing all this. I think this is where we found Esbern, as a matter of fact. Okay, that's the Warrens. Your stuff's out here. Well, that was annoying. Should have paid more attention to what door I was going through. I guess on the upside we got a little bit of little skill growth, which isn't too terrible. Of course, it involved us dancing with these morons, which is kind of counterproductive, I think. They don't really have much in the way to offer as a challenge. They're just kind of annoying. And I'm not sure how they would have known I was there to begin with, because, well... It's like I come through the door, suddenly it was like, ooh, let's get him. Dumbasses. Ah, here we go. That's the door I wanted to go through originally. Because if we have the time, we have that entire mess over in Solitude to go deal with, and there seems like no time like the present. Oh, and I finally think I figured out why my controller goes crazy every time I go into a major city. Because I do have the Greater Cities of Skyrim mod installed, which is absolutely fantastic in my opinion. But you used to be able to get dragon attacks in major cities. I have not had one since we started this game. All the dragons that we fought have been in the field. We haven't had any in the cities, at least none of the major cities. If it involved going into a load screen to get in there, we haven't had one show up. And I think the reason is that the mod's actually stopping the dragon from showing up. But I'm still getting the feedback from its approach. It's just my theory. Can't prove it or anything. I should probably make sure I have this on.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Sup.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow State.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now. Gulja lie.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
What would it take to identify the buyer?
Well, now that you mention it...
Just bribing him is
I'm
enough.
trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Yeah, you can't persuade him, and he knows you won't kill him. So those two options are out. So the part where it says talk to Brent says just he likes money, bribe him, and he'll tell you whatever you want. So. But for those of us who have gone through this before, we already know to bribe him. Okay, this path is different. Ah, here we go.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune? Yes. I'm a bard from the Bard's College here in Solitude. Wanderers like you should think about
Well, I thought she was actually going to play us a tune. I'm a little sad now. And yes, there is the entire Bardic College, like, thing that we're probably not going to bother with. Why are you running?
Oh, your breath is foul. What have you been eating?
Your sister. Alright, so yeah, the Bard's College is one of those things that if they could have cut out and nobody would have noticed, and even it being in the game, it's so inconsequential that 99% of the people that have done it probably don't remember. So. Oh, look at us, we're hidden.
Steward,
grab
I
that.
have an idea that might help to bolster the morale of our people in this difficult time. I think we shall have a grand...
Yeah. Now, there is a fairly decent little quest line that you can get. I don't know if you want to call it the Jarl or the High Queen of Solitude, but it's pretty cool, and it's just one I haven't bothered with yet because we haven't gotten around to it.
Ugh. Been tending to your hounds? Smell like a wet.
Yes, everybody's got an opinion. You guys do realize I can murder everybody in this town without breaking much of a sweat, right?
You are the harbinger of the companions. It is my honor to stand before you.
Yes, the guards that give you more respect than any of the actual members of the Companions Guild. It's just like, really? See if he's got any arrows for us.
Seems there. Take a look.
Not a single arrow to be sold. Really? I am disappointed in you, Bernard. It's probably not how you pronounce his name, but...
Return anytime you need arms or armor.
You know, it's funny. You can make silver weapons, like swords and stuff like that. Silver swords, silver great swords. You can't do axes or maces, and you can't do arrows. Which is kind of annoying because silver arrows would be great for undead. Okay, here's the wine.
Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods.
Trying to bribe me now?
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as
soul gems. I like soul gems.
She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
And did she say why she's doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
That's it? No name or anything?
In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
Seems there's always more to be done.
Ah, Sorix.
Glad you decided to check us out.
You're at the execution, weren't you?
I showed up to watch, yeah. I don't know if they were right to execute him for what he did, but I'll tell you something. It couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Seems rather harsh.
Listen, Rogvir and I grew up together. It was us, a few others, and Vivienne. Vivienne Onus. I have no idea why, but one day I told Rogvir I liked her. It was a stupid thing to do. He mocked me incessantly after that. From that point forward, every time Vivienne and I were anywhere close to each other, he made sure to humiliate me. He beat me up, dumped meat on my head, anything he could get away with. Once he even slipped a beehive into my bed. We were children, sure, but Rogvir never outgrew that immaturity or his cruelty. So any talk about him being an honorable Nord? Pure folly. I was done talking anyway.
I can kind of see. It was like, yeah, he might have done the right thing, but he was still a douchebag.
Being old's not so bad.
And now we have to go follow that stupid lizard. Thankfully, he can't get too far ahead of us. I wish I could stop coughing. I don't know why I'm coughing so much right now. And cough drops don't help. I tried that earlier. Did he get all the way down to the damn docks already? Oh, there he is. This will not let you run sideways. Hey, physics, I'm laughing at you right now. I don't know where it's showing him at. I usually have a lot more sneak to my name by this point, so I'm just being a little bit confused to where this guy's supposed to be at. Down closer to the water. Okay, yeah, that's our point of entry right there. Now, if you do this right, you actually get a really nice game of cat and mouse as you're following him around, dodging guards and all that. It may not be necessary at this point now, since apparently I spent all that time talking to him, and I just decided to teleport his ass to where he was going. But that'll make things interesting as well. Yes, magic wall spell does create, like, you can make a wall of flame. That does a little damage. It will hardly kill a skeeper. Ah, there he is. And will not dissuade enemies at all from running right through it to go stab you in the face. What is my sneak skill at anyway? 50, almost 52, so that's not too shabby. And there is a... What the fuck? I've never seen a goat in here before. There's absolutely nothing of value we're stealing in this entire place, for the most part, except for one unique item that Delvin back at the guild would like to get his hands on. Man, what's up with the goats? I don't get that.
Is someone there?
No, there's nobody here. Relax. Nobody here at all. Just looking for your frickin' office. There it is over there. Alright. Huh. You want a pair of boots? This is a place to get boots. Or robes, or pretty much anything else you could possibly want around here. Okay, where's that guy going? Alright, there's Golden Eye. We want to go up there. That has a special item that we're looking for. For the record, I don't actually know what happens if you get caught. I have never been caught before. Not in a hurry to make it happen this time either. There we go. Now, originally I thought this was closer to the entrance, but that's only because I haven't done this in a while. And there should be a map right here. East Empire shipping map. A little bit of gold that we're not going to bother stealing because, you know, there's really no point. Sorry about that. Now, Golden Eye is making his way back. Remember, he goes into like a little cave. Ah, there he goes. Come on. I hate it when I go the wrong way. It's been a while since I've done this, so Have to forgive me a little bit. There we go. Rhinewater Grotto. Alright, now we don't have to follow him anymore, which is good. Now we just have to get past all the frickin' bad guys between us and him. And we're going to continue to test out the bow, see if we can get some points going with it.
Did you hear something? Lucky, stand still.
Whoa. That guy hits a little bit harder than I expected. Maybe I'm so careful about all this, huh? Where is he? Ow. Oh yeah, I'm wearing light armor. No wonder he's hitting me so damn hard. Probably have to be more careful then. Huh. Probably got these little potions up here, huh? Well, that could have probably gone a little bit better. Thankfully, I can always just cannibalize my enemies. And for added fun, if I really want to, I can turn into a werewolf and just blitz through here, but where would be the fun in that? Yeah, even the guy that's just wearing a pair of pants was too tough for me to shoot with a bow. How sad is that? Did we eat him? Okay, we did. It's like my health didn't tick up at all. That one did it.
Time to end this.
Ba-da. No. Naughty. Very naughty. I think we actually got that, that made, which is kind of nice. Yeah, we actually did kill somebody with the damn bow. Okay, that worked out. Now there are ways around all these guys. God, I'm a lousy shot. You know what? I'm getting real tired of you. Yeah, why the hell not? It's enough out of you. Not even gonna go checking after your body. Now there are a few treasure chests in here, none of them which have much of anything of value.
Now ain't this a surprise?
Might as well just stick to the things we're good at. What not? What happened there? Must have gotten caught up in the explosion from my little minion. Oh. Oh crap, where'd the dog come from? I don't remember there being dogs in this. How incredibly unusual. Huh. Yeah. Don't think I've ever seen a dog before. At least not in this particular area. Yeah, see, nothing all that great. It's just standard treasure chest stuff. Don't fall in the water. How do we get? There we go. Help! I'm on fire. There's the treasure chest right here. This one's got some decent stuff. Ooh, glass armor. I'll take that. Ebony Mesa Banishing. See, that's much better. You know what? I have a scroll. Been holding on to for a while now.
Huh?
Let's do that. How's that for an idea? Real quick, sorry, just got a text message. Might be from the wife letting me know that she's on the way home, so I should probably try to wrap this up. Nope, no idea what it is, just a bunch of random stuff. So, no worries then. I don't know why I bother checking. Oh, for the love of God. Like, can I even, like, heal myself, please? Thank you much.
Just a scratch.
You know, for a sword that's supposed to give me health back, it's not doing a great job. Alright, so that's one jerk off down.
So much easier to rob when you're dead.
Yeah, that's what they all say. And then they die. There we go. Actually, I don't really need to eat you because I ate all those potions. And I don't really see Elric being against cannibalism. I mean, between the amount of incest and torture in his stories, that's usually stuff he's doing. I think cannibalism would be one of those things. He's like, yeah, I don't really care. Ooh, ebony bow of fire, nice. 2 ebony bows. Remind me to take back what I said about these treasure chests not being worth much.
Ha! Found you.
Oh, shut up.
You won't live to see tomorrow.
Come on. No, don't do that.
Victory is yours. Submit.
No. You don't get to do that, because you guys never stay good for long. If you actually went non-violent after that and stayed that way, I would have let you live, but you never do, so. Alright, Goldeneye. Let's talk, pal.
Now there's no need to do anything rash.
Really? Because I feel like
This
turning
isn't
you
as
into a
bad as
pair
it
of
seems.
boots.
I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
Mercer doesn't have to know.
I see you wish to be reasonable. Perhaps I misjudged you. The name of the person you want is Carlia.
You say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible for murdering the previous guildmaster, Gallus. Now she's after Mercer.
And you're helping her?
Help? No, no. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
And where's Carlia now?
I don't know. When I asked her where she was going, she just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Alright. Done deal. We don't even have to kill this guy, which is nice. And we've got a bunch of treasure chests. This one's got a master lock on it. A pain in the ass. Guess we'll deal with that one in a minute. $13 gold pieces. That's not worth cracking that open. Hope the master is a little bit better once we get to it. Let's see. Yeah, some of the stuff just isn't worth taking. Another expert chest. Let's see what we got here. You know what? Let's get our friggin' selves out a torch here. We picked up a couple extra torches. Let's make our lives just that much easier. Why not? 18 gold. Yay. This is one of the few places where you can get this particular helmet. I already have a copy of it. I'm going to grab another one of them, because why not? There's only, I want to say 2 or 3 places where you can get the full face Imperial helmet. Here inside of the temple where you get that special undead sword. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. And one other place, I'm not sure where that would be. So. Thanks to me buying extra lockpicks every time I go to the guild. We should be doing too bad now. And thanks to it being easier to pick locks thanks to our gloves and the presence of a torch, this shouldn't be too terrible since we know where the sweet spot is. We just have to get the exact part of it. Yeah, still frustrating though. Never tell if I'm not going too far or not far enough. There we go. You better have some good stuff in here. It's not terrible. I mean, it's worth money, but I'm not sure it was worth all the time and effort. Okay, is there anything else up here? I don't think there is. No.
You needed to know more.
And you got the cages up here. I don't know if we're supposed to be in these cages, but whatever. Got some horkers that aren't really that much of a problem if you leave them alone. I certainly don't know why we would bother fighting them. Yes, technically they're hostile, but who cares? Oh, and we'll go grab that Nern right there. I don't feel like it. I don't know, it's just an Elder Scrolls thing. Every time I see Nern, it's like, gotta grab it. Every single time. Alright, so let's go talk to Mercer and wrap this up, because my voice is starting to get a little bit raw. Hey, Mercer. Coming in. Don't kill the messenger, alright? And yes, Mercer is totally the kind of guy that would kill the messenger.
What did you need?
Did Gullumai give up any information on our buyer?
Yeah, Carlia.
No, it can't be. I haven't heard that name in decades. This is grave news indeed. She's someone I hope to never cross paths with again.
And Gullumai also told me she was a murderer.
Carlia destroyed everything this guild stood for. She murdered my predecessor in cold blood and betrayed the guild. After we discovered what she'd done, we spent months trying to track her down, but she just vanished.
And why she returned?
Carlia and I were like partners. I went with her on every heist. We watched each other's backs. I know her techniques, her skills. If she kills me, there'll be no one left that could possibly catch her. If only we knew where she was.
Gullumai told me she said where the end began.
There's only one place that could be. The place where she murdered Gallus. A ruin called Snowvale Sanctum. We have to go out there before she disappears again.
We?
Yes, I'm going with you, and together we're going to kill her. Here's your payment for solitude. Prepare yourself and meet me at the ruins as soon as you can. We can't let her slip through our fingers.
Alrighty. Now, if you look here, this is for the number of jobs we've done so far. This is for the Golden Glow Estates. That's for the Haunting Brew, and as soon as I give them the map, that will also go up in the trophy case. As soon as I remember which way to go. Now, as far as which piece of gear we're going to switch out, it's going to be the gloves for the better lockpicking. Because that's really the only thing holding me back right now. But first things first, Delvin.
Oh, you're back.
Found this map at the East Empire Trading Company. Interested?
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. This should compensate you for your find.
Yeah.
Don't muck this up.
Very good.
Alright, where is... Where the hell is Tanya? That's weird. It's almost 8 in the morning. She might be in their bedroom. Huh. I've never actually kept these people asleep before.
Well, looks like you're fitting in well down here. I'm supposed to allow you to trade in one of your pieces of guild armor. So what will it be?
Anything different about it?
Of course. Otherwise it wouldn't be much of a reward, now would it? Your new piece will enhance your skill beyond that of the original. Trust me.
And we'll go for the gloves.
Are you sure? Once I exchange it for you, I'm not taking it back. Unless you want to sell it at a discount, of course.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm sure.
There you go.
Ah, there we go. I was gonna say, it's like I didn't even get it. They're 25% easier. That should help a lot. I'm hoping. Alright, so I'm going to try to save Scum a couple more jobs so we can get some more cities done. Preferably, I'd like to get them all done before we do this next bit of the story mission, because this is the part where things start getting more interesting. And there aren't a lot of story missions after this point.
Run the flagon with me.
But until that, ladies and gentlemen, I've been the Warboss Squeak. Hope you've enjoyed things, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.
I can take care of myself.